yesterday there was some information from the sheriff's office that there was to be expected some additional law enforcement activity at both of the Guthrie homes. We're talking about Nancy's and Annie's, which is about 4 or 5 miles away. And I drove to both of them
Last night they
yesterday.
said there would be.
Yeah, he said there would be. But, I was out there until after dark. And I didn't see anything. I mean, I saw one sheriff's deputy that was parked in front of Nancy's house, and he was just sitting in the patrol car there, sort of as site security, because that's where all the media is. But that wasn't part of the investigation. But we saw no law enforcement activity. And then I checked with people, other members of the media who are here on the ground, have been out there overnight working in shifts, and I checked with several of them before we go on air with your show here, and they all tell me, yeah, nothing happened. We staked the place out all night and we saw nada. So I don't know what this messaging problem is with the sheriff's office. They need some help. They need some formal media training. They need to do some work on that, because their messaging has been, well, it's just been very, very frustrating for the public. It's got to be frustrating for the family of Nancy Guthrie to see the sheriff's office make some kind of statement like this and then there be nothing. It's like, what are you doing? My loved one is missing.
Yeah.
Whether she's alive or dead, we want closure. We want our mom, right? And so you got these messages coming out of the sheriff's office that are just terrible, in my opinion.
I know, it's very alarming. It's not. I wish the FBI had been in charge since day one, because it's not their first rodeo when it comes to a kidnapping or even a murder with no body, cover up. And they weren't brought in, and now there are reports that when they were brought in, they were stiff-armed, that the sheriff wasn't exactly happy to see them. He didn't project that on camera, I'll say that, but there are reports out of Fox News today that was the case. And at a minimum, what this tells me, Phil, is that, I mean, I don't know this, but I'm going to guess that if it's Fox News reporting, they're probably getting their information from the FBI.
Yeah.
And my supposition is that means, at a minimum, the FBI is unhappy with the cooperation it's getting from the sheriff, and that maybe they're not hot on this case and about to solve it because they don't start pointing fingers at each other like that when things are going well.
Well, so some of the folks I've talked to here with the Fox Digital team who have, I think, been the one that broke the news today that there was some DNA samples taken for comparison by people who worked on the pool, maybe gardeners, people who were hired to work around the home in some capacity. And so that information, I suspect, if I had to guess, is probably coming from the FBI or it could be someone very frustrated within the Pima County Sheriff's Office. But the thing about the DNA comparisons, it's important to remember, if someone works at that house, depending on what exactly their job is, it may not be unusual or unexpected to find their touch DNA inside the home. Mm-hmm. But now if it's someone like the pool
if it's
guy,
a landscaper and the DNA is on the mattress, that's
a different story, right? The context is key. But there's also family members, right? You would expect family members to have their DNA present in her house. So just because you find someone's DNA in and of itself is not necessarily a clue that might point to you as a suspect. You've got to use the whole context and figure out, is this where you would expect this person's DNA to be or not? And if the answer is no, then you got to start working on trying to rule them out if you can as a suspect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Phil, thank you. We'll check back in with you tomorrow, and good luck in the meantime getting somebody to talk. I want to tell the audience that that sheriff did give an interview on camera off camera to an Arizona outlet called Green Valley News. And it was on Monday, and has a message to his detractors in here. This is a quote. "They can question the quality of the investigation. That's their right. But I would tell them this: they haven't a clue what this investigation has entailed. They don't know all the efforts we put into it. They also don't know that over the last 5 years, this team has close to a 100% solve rate when it comes to homicides, and it is currently going through thousands of pieces of evidence and following up on 3,000 tips and counting. Now, you want to get picky that the sheriff speaks funny or talks off the cuff, or you can call him a buffoon or Barney Fife or whatever you want to call him. The haters are going to hate. But my local media, you included, know me. You know what I'm about, and you know I've always been a pretty much open book. You ask me a question, I'm going to answer it. That's just the way it is. Well, we appreciate that the book is open, Sheriff. We would really love for it to be correct and reliable and trustworthy. That's personally where this show has taken issue with you. We continue to hope that it's better than it seems. And we really hope that this is more like an Idaho situation when it comes to solving it, where the front burner looks a mess, but the back burners are firing and well on their way to actually doing the job. The FBI is there to help. They've got a lot of resources that you don't. We certainly do hope you're taking advantage of that. International disputes, inflation, rising national debt, digital currency. There's a never-ending list of reasons gold has risen over 700% in the last 20 years. And a never-ending list of reasons smart Americans diversify a portion of their savings into precious metals with Birch Gold Group. Gold can thrive during uncertainty, which is why it's a crucial part of a balanced strategy. It gives you peace of mind, given all the events that could impact the U.S. economy. See if holding gold in a tax-sheltered retirement account is right for you. Birch Gold can help you convert an existing IRA or 401k into an IRA in gold. Just text MK to the number 989898 to receive your free info kit on gold. There's no obligation, just useful information. With an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and tens of thousands of happy customers, consider letting Birch Gold help you diversify with gold, so you too can have peace of mind regardless of the uncertainty. Text MK to 989898. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.